What you just saw was an example of a Rube Goldberg. We're going to be starting a unit this week on engineering, and we have a special project that we're going to be able to make our own Rube Goldberg. But before we get there, we're going to understand a little bit about the history of Rube Goldberg, where that phrase came from, and what it means. So, here we go. Rube Goldberg graduated from the University of California, Berkeley with a degree in engineering. He worked for the city of San Francisco for about 6 months before he resigned his position to work for the City of San Francisco Chronicle as a cartoonist. This is where he gained a lot of fame, as his cartoons depicted simple machines that worked together to do a task that was very simple, such as like making toast, in a very complex and totally unnecessary way. There are 6 simple machines that we will be covering in our next unit on engineering. They include an inclined plane, pulleys, a wheel and axle, levers, wedge, and a screw. So with those 6 machines, you are going to compile them all together to create your own Rube Goldberg. We'll talk a little bit more about the details of your assignment after we discuss a little bit about what each of those simple machines are used for and what they are. An inclined plane is a flat supporting surface tilted at an angle with one end higher than the other, used as an aid for raising or lowering a load. A pulley is a wheel with a grooved rim around which the cord passes. It acts to change the direction of a force applied to the cord and is chiefly used to raise heavy weights. The wheel and axle is a simple lifting machine consisting of a rope that unwinds from a wheel onto a cylindrical drum or shaft joined to the wheel to provide a mechanical advantage. A lever is a rigid bar resting on a pivot used to help move a heavy or firmly fixed load with one end when pressure is applied to the other. A wedge is a piece of wood, metal, or some other material having one thick end and tapering to a thin edge that is driven between 2 objects or parts of an object to secure or separate them. Last but not least, we have a screw, which is a short, slender, sharp-pointed metal pin with a raised helical thread running around it and a slotted head. It's used to join things together by being rotated so that it pierces wood or other material and is held tightly in place. You may be surprised, but I bet if you look around, you can see many ways that you use each of these simple machines in your everyday life. We use them all day, every day. So, with that in mind, we're going to design our own simple machines and collaborate them, bring them all together to create a Rube Goldberg that completes a simple task using numerous different steps and multiple of these different simple machines. So, the qualifications for your assignment are that you design a Rube Goldberg machine that will complete a simple task. You decide what that task is, and it has to use at least 4 of the 6 different simple machines that we've discussed today. You're also going to be required to make a video of this so that we can bring it together and show it as a class, and we can all learn and understand a little bit better about how often we use these simple machines in our everyday lives. Now, just to get your creative juices flowing, we're going to see an example of another simple machine that other students have built and how they use these simple machines to work together to complete the task that they chose. So, here we go.
This is my version of the Rube Goldberg device. It will use 6 simple machines to pop a balloon. The name of my device is the Balloon Master, and the team who manufactured and designed it was me and my dad. I will now explain how this device works. The initial force is used on this screw when I twist it. Then the screw will move forward, pushing this ball down the inclined plane and onto the wedge. Then the force on the ball will push down on the wedge, causing this ball to move down the inclined plane and into this bucket, which is attached to the pulley. Then the bucket will hit this end of the lever, causing the other end to lift up and letting the ball roll down the inclined plane and onto the wheel and axle. Then, once the ball hits the wheel and axle will rotate, causing the needle attached to that end to pop the balloon. The time it takes to pop a balloon is about 7 seconds. I will now demonstrate how it works.